Hey guys and girls, here's your Richard and today I'm going to continue with the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's continue. Okay. The bowl of assorted nuts, the classic saloon snack. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Kinda bland. Huh? Seems like someone licked all the salt of him. Oh, what? Ah! Beauty! Or maybe they're just unsalted. The robotic arms here are really helpful. What's the arm doing to my hair? What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Uh-oh, should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? Very well. Okay. Clearly, we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do we know it broke when the train speed up? The damages look more to be caused from punches? Who could have done that? That look is so incredible. He looks guilty. What are you two looking at me for? Smashed arcade is added to your inventory. Okay. Huh? That's funny. The door is locked tight. We can't go any further. I wonder how Amy was able to leave then. Good point. When were these doors locked and how long were they locked for? We'll have to keep this in mind. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one is empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Haha. I think Tails is ignoring me. Hey, Agent Nader, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are they free? Knuckles was really thirsty? Agent Nader, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should lock this. Used cups are added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. I thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing? Oh, I got him good. I said leave me alone. It doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your head a bit so we could see it better? I said leave. Start interrogation. Knuckles, Agent Nader, and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence, too. We do? Agent Nader, just take a good look at your inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? The arcade machine. Ha! What makes you think I touched it? What? You see, you have no argument here. You're weak. Ouch. Agent Nader, let's follow that train of thought again, shall we? Okay, let's go. Wow, that one was hard. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because the arcade cabinet is covered in punch. What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are you all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you? I'm on it. Agent Nader, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on! Oh my goodness. Again? Shit! Oh my goodness. Not enough rings, no! Hey! No! I had it! I had it! Now! 39 of 30 rings. That's good. The arcade machine's fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Oh. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name on the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture's beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector is a common name. Prove to me he was here. Now! Again. Oh gosh. Not enough rings! Dang it! No! Fuck. Ah! I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Really? Okay. Really? I pressed the space bar. Not enough rings. 2 missed. Dang it. Okay, again. Seriously? Okay, now. Finally, 36 out of 35. Now, Agent Nader, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? No! I thought it was strange there was more than one cop sitting next to you. Why, you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday. You and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing the arcade. It's not like... It's not I wasn't... Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a plot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her her drink apparently? Listen, I don't know why she showed up and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied, will you, to relent? I'm understanding this scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, and Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? Huh? What? What? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Agent Nader, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list? What is Tails talking about? Sure! What is that? Vector, Knuckles, Toast, Apple, Bread, Ultim. Ultim? All the other names have food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Ultim? You may not know Agent Nader, but there's someone here that goes by the title. The ultimate life form. Shadow? What the air? That there's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, Bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So, Shadow was here too? He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. A key? What the hell? Shadow told me to lock the door and to not open it for anyone, then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So, when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors, and what was Rouge searching for? I don't know. They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. True. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Agent Nader, let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Agent Nader! Coming! Ready to mosey down to the next car. You got it, partner. Onwards! Okay, this is the library. Library car. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on a scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Want to join us in finding clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Fuck me. Amy may be hasty, but she's still rough. No, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, and I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things go well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean besides that. Besides murder? My social skills non-existent. Oh god. Mostly like in real life. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio the Poet. Poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader, meant to challenge or delicate perspective with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Ooh, sure, Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 dee 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 dee. Tails is not amused. He doesn't like that, I think. What was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Agent Nader and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Sure. It's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent to off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and asked you to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yup. Where was Rouge? We happened to see a lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search in the saloon car. She came back shortly after we heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car. They entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got engrossed by the rolling monkey action. I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car into the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when this train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector Rescue couldn't have left the library or the saloon car. Thank you both of you, our cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it for ya. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I'll got you covered too. Thanks, guys. The alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they are saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if the SPV was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Okay. Books. So many books on the ground, I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing, they're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Agent Nader, look at this. There's a couple couple maps here. There seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's a stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They are a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Agent Nathan, no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time I might have ruined my nap time. Wow! I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in the train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express manual is added to your inventory. Interesting. Shadows supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity. Tails, without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. So, the two of you don't believe us, huh? It's not that I don't trust either of you. It's not that I don't trust either of you. But I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Agent Netta and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We are prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. Huh? Okay, Tails' face is funny. Look at this. He's like, oh my goodness, what? What? I wasn't entertaining him enough. It seems Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in his saloon car, so figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that. Detective, let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Agent Nader, could you help me out? Alright, Agent Nader, what book do we think Espio may have been read? That one. A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh god. Again. Oh god. No, no, no. Oh, what the heck? Oh fuck. Ah no! Oh fuck it! No! Okay, again. $47 out of 40. Nice. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Yeah, SPO, we gotcha. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you SPO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can't handle myself. Apologies, SPO. A butcher and a poet friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Agent Neda, if you don't mind, could you ask SPO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask how. Ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SPO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? 462. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have the feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers' safety. Seems like SPO aced that question. Agent Nader, hit him with another one. Okay, which page do I choose? 89. What is the Mirage Express cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged. And no show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made it this rule must have been over 65. Last one, HMNail. Let's see if Espio can go free for free. Gotcha, which page should I pick last? 1 and 2. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass a little test? Yes. Totally, it's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You clearly read the manual. These answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my body like that. Don't we want to be supporting our folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Agent Nader? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Agent Nader, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading, but what? Shadow's log. Please, pray tell what this has to do with anything. We are HMNader. Let's get our argument together. Oh no, not again. Ah fuck, I hate this kind of game. Ah, 50! Unlock! Ah, fuck. Data! Fuck! 5 were missing. Okay, now bring it to the goal. $54 of 50. Perfect. Shadow walked through the library car to get the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. Crocs, like the shoe brand. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left, Knuckles and Vector in a saloon car. Espio was fully seated reading this book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back for the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock out the doors, then at that moment were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Agent Nader, one that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't, I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting right, reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return at the library car? What should I do? Join Tails? Hey, join. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line-up questioning and... Agent Nader, my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train, they must be taken care. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? This one? Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. How many? 55. You've got to be kidding me. Ah, fuck. $66 out of 55. Perfect. Yes. The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They are right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him? Not quite. For Shadow to not see Espio, he was walking through the library car. Where would Espio have been seated? The desk is huge. I'm sure Shadow would have seen Espio if he was reading there. Right. For Shadow to not see Espio as he was walking through the library car. Where would I... Interesting, that's where I was sitting reading my... reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it. Then, you see, Shadow and SB couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SB or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, SB. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all your questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. It seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SBO. Give him heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer's on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tick tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective alibis. We are really doing this. Come on, Agent Nader, let's see what's next. Coming! You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? Just the mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues. Casino car. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Rouge, there you are. We have a lot to say to you. We've visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us why. My. Talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you've brought the microwave master with you. Please don't let that be my legacy. Yeah. Tails is right, folks. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? Huh? Tell him, Rouge. We're gonna need the help. Place? Alright, I've been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train. The treasure? They certainly didn't tell me about treasure in the interview. Since I'm part business tycoon, part purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Tell him what it is, Rouge. Alright, well, it is a Far Beach chow egg. Wow, that does sound extravagant. But please don't tell me you accepted Amy's birthday invite only to find that egg. A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of. She roped me in on the hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched the train cars for clues. I deduced that the Far Beach chow egg is here, in this train car, locked in a safe. Wait, so the treasure is real? It's actually here? And so what did you manage to find, Rouge? Oh well, why don't you both take a look? I found the train's blueprints in the library car with a safe code written right on it. The score of a lifetime. The train's blueprint? Please, Rouge, let us see that. Finders keepers, sweetheart. There's a problem. We need your assistance. What kind of problem? The elevator behind the security guard leads us right to the room holding the garbage chow egg. But we are not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get that card to use the elevator, and our chance of success grows with everyone's help. So, you want us to help you steal the garbage egg? Chow egg? Blaze, you don't have a problem with this? I see new issues here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her law card must be influencing her decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for our princess. Agent Nader, do you have an opinion on this? Stealing is for squares. I think the only square here is you, Microwave Master. I must admit, that wasn't the coolest thing I've heard someone say. That is true! Stealing is for squares, my goodness. It's uncool. No, my cool and mysterious reputation, it's crumbling. Alright, I'm in. I'll help. Well, I suppose if both Blaze and Agent Nader are in... Okay, let's get that garbage chow egg. That's the ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now, we must plan. Oh my goodness, that was loud. Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Access to the garbage chow egg room is behind the locked elevator door. The security guard has the access card. Do we? Distract the guard. Distract them, perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. Oh, that was actually a really nice thing to say. Agent Nader, is everything okay? I've never seen you smile like that. Seems they don't know how to take a compliment. If I'm gonna be in a casino, my poker face needs work. Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Rouge. Of course, I'll distract them. Who could resist my feminine charms? I'm not sure how effective your charms will be on a chow. Plus, your flight might prove you so. I'm not sure you being distraction makes sense. Oh well, fair enough. Let's take it over again. Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Tails. Sure, I could be the distraction. I don't like the way he said that, Veto. He said that, Veto. I'm with Blaze, his delivery was shaky. No, really, I could do it. Sorry, buddy, but I think you'll be better off elsewhere. In that case, who should we choose? Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Blaze. Think you could distract the guard, Blaze? In my life, I've never let a single person down. I won't falter. Great! Her voice was so stoic, I have chills. Well, I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction? Excellent, excellent. People love talking about themselves. This will easily distract the guard. Perfect, I think we can move on then. With the guard distracted, Rouge, how will you get the access card? Pick the pocket. I'll snatch the access key, no problem. That chow in uniform won't notice a thing. Excellent, we can count on you, Rouge. Try not to take anything else from them if you can help it. No promises. With the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of there. Agent Nader, what's your plan? Pretend you're Blaze's spouse. Then you'd be marrying into the royal family. What is your heritage? Any war crimes I should know about? What? Well, you just far too plain. You would need a complete refreshing immediately. And you know what? Maybe we should try something else. Interesting, you give up far too easily. As well, we'd have to work on your fortitude. I said we'll try something else. With the card obtained, we need... yeah. Say there's a drink without a coaster. Absolutely vile! I can't think of nothing worse. Despicable. I would never allow such a thing in my kingdom. The guard will go running immediately, I'm sure of it. Great, and with the guard distracted, we'll head to the elevator. And just like that, we all make it in the elevator. Inside we... celebratory dance. Now that's a proper victory! Oh no, one last security measure we didn't account for. What do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? Have Tails to settle them. I should be able to disengage them. I just need some time. Well, that leads us nicely to our next question. Oh no, Tails is taking a while and the arms are tightening their grip. Ah, fuck. Pretend there's nothing wrong. Tails managed to do it. Darlings, I'm happy to say this plan is perfect. If everyone's ready, it's time to execute. I'm ready, let's begin. Alright, let's see what's up that elevator. I knew the plan would go off without a hitch. Well, you couldn't have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude. Our planning beforehand was very rough, I must admit, and it was executed to perfection. Enough in chatter, now we claim our real prize. I have the safe code, right here on these blueprints. Let's claim our Far Beach Chow Egg. Hehe. Guys and girls, we're claiming this Far Beach Chow Egg next time. I'm gonna save here. And quit. Next time, we'll claim the Chow Egg, the Far Beach Chow Egg, and go on to the next thing. Until then, I say, see you in the next part video, whatever you call it. If you like, subscribe, comment, or below, comment section, ring the notification bell. See ya. You're later. Bye.